worked at Dick's, did your time there, did awesome, learned a bunch of shit. Then you moved to Boise, got this new job, doing great things, and then you quit. Do you have anything in mind of what you want to do next?
So right now I'm kind of cushioned financially for a little bit. So I will. I mean, I do want to take time off throughout the new year and stuff, and kind of just get refocused. You know, kind of try to get my creativity back. I mean, I feel like, at least for me, and I can't speak for everyone, but I feel like working a 9 to 5 like that cripples your creativity in a way.
Yeah.
I mean, because if you want to have creative endeavors, you really have to put your all into them. You know, like you can have hobbies where you draw or paint or something, and some people just pick up those things faster than others.
Right.
You know, but some of us, it takes time, and we have to dedicate ourselves. Like, we have to take that attention span that we, like, just the, I mean, not the attention span, the energy throughout the day, and apply it to, like, those creative outlets. And when you have a 9 to 5, that's pretty difficult to do. Yeah. It's like you work a 10-hour day and you have an hour commute, you know, each day too. So there's 11, 12 hours of your day. And when you get home, the last thing you really want to do is, like, you know, like, focus on other work. And I know some people are good at that. I'm not. I have to have, like, a balance of, you know, I have to have, like, a big work home balance in order for me to kind of, like, dig into those creative outlets. And so that's kind of what I'm doing now. I hope to find part-time work here within the next month or so. Right. And then that way I can.
That way you take it a little bit slow rather than
take it a little bit slower.
Time.
Yeah, I don't want to go back into retail. I'm going to try to avoid that. Right. For the time being, and just explore different avenues. You know, like I said, I'm just trying to redirect my potential, if there is any there. I don't know. I hope so.
But, right, it definitely is.
We'll try to apply it towards something that I actually enjoy doing. And, you know, I've met a lot of people in Boise. I mean, creative people that want me to help them work on projects, whether it's animation projects or help them, you know, like do flyers and stuff for music. And it was hard for me when I was working a 9 to 5. I mean, I just wouldn't be able to find the time. And then you know the game. It's like you have a project that you're doing for a client, and they're always going to want, you know, changes made to that. So then you have to go back and dedicate more time. So if you only have, like, an allotted amount of time that you put towards a project, and then you get finished, but then they come back and they're like, oh, I need this and this and this done. And you have to allot another 4 hours of your week when you're working that many at 45, 50 hours a week. It's hard to do that.
That's probably one of the hardest things. Even, like, when I shoot a wedding or something, I don't, like, the next day, like, say most of the time, like, it's a Sunday because I shoot weddings on Saturday, so I come back on Sunday. It's a completely full day that I could do that or whatever, but it's like, you know, especially when I'm in school, I have homework and other things I have to, like, think about. But for the main part, it's like when you work so long, like, it does take so much, like, a little bit of time mentally and physically to, like, catch up. So almost always, like, I'll get home Saturday night, just crash immediately, wake up first thing in the morning, and all I'll do is, like, transfer footage. I won't edit or anything because it's, like, it's still, like, so much, you know, like, physically and mentally, like, you work so much and you have to do your homework, you have to do all these things, and then by the time you're done transferring, doing your homework, XYZ, it's, like, 8 o'clock, and you're just, like, lost your energy. You know what I'm saying?
Totally,
and then that's just during that, but, like, during the week, like, when I get a video out or whatever, maybe a week later, maybe they get it on Tuesday, I get a notification like, hey, can you fix this, blah, 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 you know, and I'm like, oh, man, I got to make these changes within the next couple of days, but it's Tuesday through Thursday, and those are, like, school, part-time job, homework, podcast, whatever I can do, and then it is. So I see what you're saying, because it's very, very difficult to come home and be like, I try to schedule my podcast on days that I don't have anything. Right. Because if I schedule it at, like, 9 o'clock, which I have after a long work day and long homework day, and then I get home and they come over at 9, I'm like, how you doing, man? You know, and it's like my energy is just like,
it's
and
drained.
It shows, and I'm just like, man, I did not like how I was acting and preparing and, like, mentally being there. So, like, I feel like that break is absolutely huge, because people, like, I hate the idea, like there is a grind, but I hate when it's like grind 24/7. Like, that is fucking bullshit. Yeah, like, totally. You need a
downtime.
Break.
Yeah,
you need downtime. Like,
you'll burn out.
You will burn out so fucking quickly.
Yeah, totally.
It's insane. So, I mean, just for anybody, like, if anybody has a hobby or has a full-time job, they will know, because it's just not that thing where you can just come home and get right to your craft at 9, 10, 11 o'clock at night. It's just, totally. It's too fucking hard.
And, you know, even if you develop habits to get you into that, I mean, you know, because I think that there are things that you can do to help you regain focus at night, but then you also are taking time to do those things.
Yep.
You know, so
Yep.
you're like taking time to meditate or do yoga or exercise and things, and then that's taking up more of your time. So then you have less time to work on whatever it is.
Yep.
you
And
know?
then sometimes people have kids. Sometimes they have
Yeah,
spouses.
totally.
Then they have family, friends.
Yeah, and it's actually quite amazing how much people can get done when they
Yeah.
actually focus on it, you know, because it's easy to procrastinate, and I think it's easy to fall into procrastination loops. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like
and it is. You're right. That's a very good, valuable point, because it's like if I'm working a 9 to 5, I'm like, I'm just gonna have to wait until Thanksgiving break in 6 months to start that podcast I've been wanting to do.
Totally.
You know, but it's like, no, you should
Yeah.
get started now.
Yep.
But it is kind of like you just have to. I think it's just a balance, especially at first when you're
Yeah.
starting something. Kind of go into it a little bit, keep working, whatever. Try to do it on the weekends when you're not like right at midnight or something and super tired or whatever.
Yeah.
Try to balance it out, and then throughout time, like what you did, is you're like, you know, I'm finally like creatively ready. I've met my contacts. There's a lot of projects I want to get on. I'm finally going to take this break and kind of get on to this stuff, you know?
Totally, yeah. And I've actually, like, I stepped back from social media.
I've noticed
and
that,
And I want to, I've kind of, like, I don't really have anything going on social media right now. And and that's just because that's a big distractor.
It is,
you know, like
huge.
and I'm super guilty of falling into that too, and just like doing the social networking thing. And it's like sometimes it's ridiculous how much time we spend on that shit, you know?
So much.
So yeah, taking a step back from distractions or anything that's video games, you know, whatever it is, YouTube. I mean, there's so many things that when you're working, and like I kind of have a little office space set up, there's just so many distractions even still, just because of like, you know, the internet.
Oh yeah, definitely. Like
the internet, man.
Yeah, literally though, it is though. It's like when I
Yeah.
sit down to edit, 'cause I mean, I got 3 cameras and audio to go through, and editing takes 8 to 10 hours.
Yeah,
But I
totally.
always find myself when I'm like 3-4 hours into it, I'm like, I'm just gonna watch like a little YouTube video, like get a
Yep.
break, and then you expect, oh my god, it's been 2 hours.
Exactly.
Like,
yeah. 5 hours later, and it's like you found yourself in like some wormhole about Jeffrey Epstein.
Yeah, I know. You started some YouTube video and you're like, what the fuck is this? Like,
Yeah, totally. I find myself doing that a lot too. So I'm trying to develop habits to curb those.
And it's hard to face these because these algorithms are literally built
to do that.
to
they're
keep
built
you
to distract
on.
you.
Like
yeah.
that's why like you sign in because they like gonna study everything you watch and find the most likely recommended and put that right on the right side. You're like,
Yeah,
oh,
absolutely.
that looks interesting, and then you're like, oh fuck, that looks interesting, and then you just fucking keep
Yeah,
going.
they got us. They got us by the balls.
They got us by the balls watching their shit.
Yeah. So, yeah, but at the end of the day, you know, if you really want to do something, you should just do it. And
Yep.
if you feel like the path that you're going on with whether it's like your job or school and it's not working out for you and you just don't see that being your future, if you don't stop doing that and start pursuing something else, then you never will.
Yep,
You know
very
what I mean?
true.
And if you do it and fail, then at least you tried.
Yes,
And
exactly.
and at the end of the day, it's like it's kind of the journey that's the most important thing. You know, I feel like all too often people just try to look at the end goal.
The end result, dude.
Yeah, but they don't take time to appreciate like how you got there, you know.
Yeah.
And there's even just working retail, and this might sound corny, but I've gained so many a lot of inspiration just from the people that I've come in contact with. And I think a good example, and anyone who's like followed my Instagram or Snapchat for the last 10 years will know that Kirby is just like he's just this character who started Snapchatting him every day, just doing weird shit like chugging mustard or yelling or talking cat voices.
Yeah.
But people like love that.
Yeah.
I remember I posted on Reddit like, "Hey, check this guy. Like, this is my Snapchat. If you want to see this guy and what he has to say every day, follow me." And it like 1,000 followers. Like, I don't have those followers anymore because I don't work with him anymore, so I don't see him. But it's just like, I don't know, people like him and Sam, and just a lot of the other people that I've met throughout my tenure. It's like that's what I will take the most value out of those jobs. You know,
It's
the people that inspire you.
Yeah, it's insane because it's like working with you. I was like, I didn't know you were an artist. I was just like, oh, this manager guy,
This weird
You
kid
know,
with a weird
this
haircut.
weird kid. Every time you talked to me, you always said something hella fucking witty, and I was like, what the fuck, like, yeah.
This kid doesn't know anything about sports. This emo-looking
Like,
kid.
yeah, I know, but it's like, and then like I went to your house that one day, and you were showing me the fucking animations. Like, holy shit, bro! I was like, these are fucking amazing.
Yeah, see, and like I can't tell you how big my how much space is on my hard drive with just unfinished projects.
Oh man,
And
I believe it.
I feel bad saying that because it's like there was so many potential in a lot of those projects, but then it goes back to like just working so much, you know, especially in Boise where I didn't have as much time because I commuted an hour every day and things like that. It's just my hard drive is just filled with unfinished projects. And so with the animation thing, that's something I've really been tapped into lately. But I had to take a step back because I spent a lot of time just learning the software, and I learned it all myself.
I was about to say that takes a lot of time.
I never went other than like high school. I never went to school for that field.
Right.
You know what I mean? And I've just like self-taught myself how to use the software. That was kind of the first step. And then recently, I actually just started writing, and and I found that that's what I like to do the most.
Writing like short films, stories, books?
Stories, yeah. I mean, right now there's 2 cartoons that I'm currently working on, and one of them should be done, I'm hoping, by the end of the month. And I mean, if I'm still unemployed by the end of the month, hopefully it'll be sooner than that. But that's kind of my main focus. And I had to take a step back because I would make these characters or these settings and stuff, and then I would have all the elements for the animation, but I didn't have any story.
Yeah.
And I'm like, why am I doing this first? This is so dumb.
You gotta work on the story.
It's like little things like that you learn in school that I just wasn't applying to that because I was more intrigued by learning the software, and I had a lot of fun like learning that. But then I took a step back and I was like, I need a storyboard and I need to write and I need to get other people involved, you know? And there's like people that are jumping at the opportunity to do voice acting for stupid cartoons.
No, dude, that's awesome. I'm excited. You're probably gonna post to your YouTube channel, right?
Yeah, probably. I mean, I don't know. Maybe I'll do Vimeo.
All right,
maybe I'll make a Vimeo.
There you go. Whatever you do, I'll link it down below if whenever he gets it out.
Yeah.
We'll be watching. But
I'm gonna upload it to my LinkedIn account.
LinkedIn.
Yeah. But I'm gonna make some stuff for Pornhub.
Oh my God, Jesus. 18 plus, please.
Oh yeah. Sorry, you can cut that.
No, it's good.